Hello everyone, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you Sagittarius for June 2017. So it's for you Sagittarius for June 2017. The 8th of June is going to be particularly important for you because on the 8th of June it is going to be some kind of rediscovery of yourself. You're about to rediscover yourself through your social relationships. You're going to be in touch with your friends, you're going to be surrounded by friends, and you're going to be also in touch with your family. Those people that you haven't been in touch for a long time, or those people that you haven't been in touch for a while, you will just kind of use the energy at around this time, and you will be in touch with the people you haven't seen in a while. But this is going to mean to you quite a lot, because this is going to be the perfect time for you to get back in touch with people who you haven't been in touch with for a long time, to get back in touch with people who you haven't seen in a long time, and most importantly to get back in touch with people that mean to you a lot. And we can have lots of things in our life, we can be on a completely different spiritual journeys, and we can be doing things in life and focus on certain things in life that prevent us or kind of stops us from seeing people we love, seeing people, you know, like our family members, our friends, and things like that. So that's why these social relationships are going to be really, really important for you. You're going to feel much better about yourself, within yourself, and you're about to rediscover yourself as well. When it comes to June in general, June is going to be your wake-up call. June is your wake-up call, my gorgeous Sagittarius, and I will tell you why June is going to be a wake-up call. June is going to be a wake-up call, especially when it comes to what you do in your life at the moment. You will want to reward yourself. You will want to kind of take care of yourself. You will want to travel. I can see that you will be thinking about traveling. You will either go to travel in June, or you will plan a certain traveling in June. However, traveling is going to be absolutely the step in the right direction. There is no doubt about it, okay? And what else I was going to say is that June is going to be very important for you also because you're about to focus on certain areas in your life which are just going to become the really big picture later on. It is time to realize important things in life, and also it is time to ground yourself finally. This grounding, when I say that you will want to ground yourself, you will feel like it's time to move on from the certain situations in your life that were driving you crazy for a really long time, but you were just kind of waiting for the right time to do this. Another important day is going to be on the 21st of June. On the 21st of June is going to be a very important day for you when it comes to your personal gain, and when it comes to your personal success, and when it comes to you realizing this personal gain and success. And also there is the realization that it's going to come through it, and that realization is going to be connected to your near future, and it's automatically going to make you feel really, really good about yourself. The 21st of June is also going to be very important because it is going to have a quite interesting negotiation. You will have an interesting negotiation on this day, and the bottom line here is the fact that you are actually going to end up gaining things out of this negotiation, okay? What else I was going to say, and it's really important, what else I was going to say, that on the 21st of June also, if you're waiting for the certain like a time to negotiate, to start some kind of negotiation, the 21st of June is going to be very good time to start negotiation, because you are actually going to end up gaining, okay? The third important day is going to be on the 27th of June. The 27th of June is going to be slightly different to these 2 days, because on the 27th of June I can see you worrying. There is a certain worry and there's a certain anxiety that you are going to have about a loved one. There is a certain person that is part of your life, that is part of your family. It's either your husband, wife, or it's either your family member, but there's somebody who's part of your family that is just kind of going to make you worried a little bit, okay? And also I can see you being slightly anxious, and I can see you kind of being a little bit worried about that particular person in your life, because that particular person, that family member, or it's basically, he's just been going through a really difficult time, a very, very difficult time indeed. So it is going to make you worried a little bit. So that's why on the 27th of June, it is very important just to let you know that you will actually be spending time with the certain family members, and you will be spending time with the family, and you will want to spend the time with the family member, you will want to spend the time with the family. However, the bottom line here is the fact that you're actually going to reach to that particular person, and you're gonna, I can see you actually going to that particular person, and I can see you spending time with them, and I can see you actually having a very, very positive and amazingly positive impact on this particular person. And you're gonna feel really good about helping this person. You're gonna feel like you will want to like kind of give lots of love to that person, and that person will need all the possible love. That person will need all the possible support. You see, this is very, very deep, and it affected this person so badly, and that's what that person is going to need your help. And what am I really happy to say here, or what am I really happy to see here, is the fact that the actual impact of your energy helping this person is going to be absolutely invaluable. It's going to be absolutely huge, and it is going to be absolutely amazing, and it is going to reflect on this person really, really beautifully, because after that point, this person is going to be kind of more peaceful. This person is kind of going to end up having slightly more positive outlook on life in general. So you've done really great job. You will do really great job there. I said this so many times, when it comes to worry, when it comes to problems, when it comes to negativity, we are becoming prone to certain energies that are actually affecting our energy. And if we are not in the good state of mind, it affects our energies, which means that we are prone to kind of be affected more by negative energies. And I just said this so many times, one of my favorite things ever is basically black tourmaline. Black tourmaline is a very powerful crystal. I almost always recommend this because I think everybody should have this. And I can highly recommend you to actually get maybe black tourmaline. You can buy this on my website. And basically black tourmaline, it's actually going to, you can get this for this family member who is like really suffering a lot, having lots of problems and difficulties. And what black tourmaline does basically just helps that person. It helps us to actually to be protected from all sorts of negative energies, you see. And so people who are having lots of problems and are prone to negative energies, you see, especially when they are going through difficult stages and difficult time, anxiety, sleeplessness and things like that, black tourmaline is rather essential to get, because it just protects them from all sorts of negative energy. Okay, what else I was going to say, when it comes to the actual numerology, and when it comes to the actual number that is connected to you and to you this month, it's number 5. Number 5 is a very good number, and number 5 is actually quite important number when it comes to major life changes, major shake-up and major life changes. Life changes, especially when you thought that you're like maybe in the prison. You didn't think like things were happening to you, or you didn't think that not enough things were happening to you. You were just thinking like, oh my God, nothing is happening. I'm always doing the same things. You're constantly hoping for something else. You're constantly hoping for something new. You're constantly hoping for a new life, for new experiences and things like that. But things have just been really boring. Things have just been really slow, and that was the problem. You were working, you were concentrating on work and career, finances, whatever you do in life, but it's just basically you kind of felt this dissatisfaction. You're just waiting for the new leaf, you're waiting for the new turn. Well, this is what a June is all about. It's my beautiful little Sagittarius. This is what June is all about. You actually you finally realizing and preparing and turning towards these big major life changes, which are actually going to make you free, which are going to direct you towards your own personal freedom, and it's all about your own personal progression in life and your own personal need to change. However, the time is about to shake up. The time now, June is about to shake you up completely, and this is what number 5 is all about. When it comes to me seeing what are you going to be going through throughout June 2017, this is going to be very, very exciting. When it comes to your health, it is a very good news that in general, for those of you that have been suffering from like a long illnesses, or for those of you that didn't see any improvements, this is going to be the good months, good months for health improvements, especially for those of you suffering from long ailments. On another hand, this is also going to be an important month to actually try to take care of your own diet and try to take care of what you eat, because you're actually going to have slight problems with stomach, and this particular problems with stomach and this particular sensitivity in the stomach area, it is going to be food related. So I could see a slight negativity over there in the stomach area. Okay, that's why I'm saying that you're just going to have to kind of make sure to realize what you should be eating or what you shouldn't be eating. And also I highly recommend to get something like a moonstone. You see the gorgeous moonstone, and you can also buy this from my website. And this gorgeous moonstone, not only such a wonderful and ever beautiful and ever so protective crystal that works together with the moon. It's not only that, but it's very good to actually calm the stomach, and especially to calm the stomach when it's actually food related. Okay, so I think that this would be something quite beneficial for you to wear throughout June 2017, and to wear it in general. Okay, sorry. And what else I was going to say is basically that at the beginning of June 2017, at the beginning of June, you see, you're going to feel very creative, and this is where all this energy is actually going to come from. This is all these good feelings that you're actually going to start feeling about yourself and about your new directions in life and things like that. First of all, to start with, you will start feeling very energetic, and you will start feeling very good about yourself, very creative, and you will feel this very fantastic boost of energy that will actually want to make you like do silly things, like try silly things. You will want to try silly things. You will want to try little silly things, you know, in life that you wouldn't normally try before, or you will even surprise yourself by want to try something new. But just like about a week ago or 2 weeks ago, if you want to try this particular thing, or if you would think about trying this particular thing, just a week before that, you would be like, oh my God, no, there is no way, that's not me. Now, these creative energies, these creative feelings that you're going to have at the beginning of June 2017, this is how you're going to feel. You will want to try new things. You will want to start new things. You will want to experience new things. But the thing is that it's going to be very interesting is that it's just something that you wouldn't think about before. And this is why this is going to be different. And this is why I'm saying it's a spiritual month, intuitive month, and it's completely connected to number 5. And that's why number 5 is so important, especially when it comes to you and your own personal situation in June 2017. Okay, also, what else I was going to say? It's a bit of a tricky situation here as well, because at the beginning of June, it's just like a little bit of warning, because there is someone going to try to trick you into something. So I would not say that the beginning of June would be good to buy something like something quite expensive, or something that you wouldn't kind of, you know, something expensive, or like a really big kind of move when it comes to like money. You see, I wouldn't, when I say like a really big move when it comes to money, I'm referring to the fact, like not to make any big step that it involves a large amount of money, just at the beginning of June 2017. And the reason I say this is just because I'm seeing somebody very naughty, somebody how you know, and somebody sorry, somebody who's very naughty, somebody who you know, but you don't know this person too well. You see, somebody's going to try to trick you into something, but I would just say to you, don't buy anything big or anything like that. You will end up being fine, and you will end up kind of learning a new thing about, you know, the certain situation in your life. So this is what I need you to kind of also pay attention to. And also, and right at around the end of June, this is when this particular journey, this is where this particular traveling, also this is, you will just want to kind of set yourself on a certain journey. You will want to kind of, you will be thinking about traveling, you will be thinking about going somewhere far, or it doesn't have to be necessarily far, but you will be thinking about going somewhere new. You'll be thinking about exploring things. You'll be thinking about just learning new things and learning new ideas, but it is just going to be connected to you making a certain traveling journey, or to you making a certain journey, whether you're going to make that particular journey right at the beginning of June, or whether you're going to just start thinking about it right at the beginning of June. It doesn't matter. This is still going to be part of your own personal spiritual experience throughout June 2017. I honestly think that this is going to be the time when you're just going to kind of have a little shake up with things in life, and little shake up with, am I doing the right thing? Am I doing the right thing? Am I on the right, am I in the right direction in life, and things like that. It is just going to be like a little bit confusing, but most certainly it is just going to be a step in the right direction. Because by the time we get to the mid-June 2017, it is also like a new wish that you will want. There is something going to come towards you also that is just going to come in the form of a new wish or a new idea, like a new idea, and that particular idea you will just feel very strongly about, and it is going to become a very big wish, almost certainly straight away after that. That particular idea that you will have, or wish, is just going to be connected to your own personal situation, to your own living situation, to your own living arrangements, okay? There is some new big wish that you will want to make when it comes to your home, when it comes to your flat, when it comes to maybe your garden. It's just something that you didn't really think about before, again. Something that you didn't even pay attention to before. And now it's just going to start making sense. And this is why I'm saying that this is just all time of this wake-up call. This is all part of this wake-up call, and what I've just mentioned earlier. Very, very interesting. And also, also the mid-June, it's also going to be a very important turning point for you. You see, when it comes to all these that I said so far, the mid-June is going to be a very important point for you, because it is just the control over situation that you are going to have. It is control over situation that you are going to feel. It is the actual control over situation, control over your life, you see, and it's just going to come in form of you kind of just making kind of, you know, thinking about new ideas, thinking about the next stage, next step in life. But it's just that next step in life, it's just very much connected to you, to your current state of mind, and to your own confidence, because this is the time of confidence. The mid-June 2017, it is going to be like a peak of your confidence. You will feel very confident, and it's not only about you feeling very confident. This is the fact that your spirit is going to be very happy. Your spirit is just going to kind of be extremely excited, extremely happy, and you're just going to be happy. It is just, whole thing is just going to start making sense to you, okay? And especially the actual direction in life that you are going to start thinking about it after this point. It's an amazing, amazing confidence. Ridiculously important for those of you that actually lost confidence or lost self-esteem, or like if you were like maybe at work, you see, these are the type of situations, like if you're at work, at a college, or if you're you're retired, for example, like if you go wherever you go to meet with people, like maybe if you're having painting classes, if you're retired, for example, and then maybe if you lost confidence because it was caused by somebody else, you know, or by more people, now this confidence is going to be back. Or if you're working, you know, if you have a career and then your confidence was affected by somebody else, you know, or even more people, you know, now that particular confidence is going to be back, and you're just going to start feeling and start having that control over situation again, control over your life. What you thought that you maybe lost, you know, this is very deep, this is very personal, this is super personal. Okay, so that control over situation that you thought that you've lost, you're gonna regain. And this is why I think this time is so important, ridiculously important, especially if you lost like a self-esteem or you lost a certain confidence. Now that's all about to change. That's why I'm saying June is very, very interesting month indeed. Okay, and also what I was going to say, there is a very interesting advice that you are going to get through an older man, an older person, very wise, very good looking, very interesting, you know, an older man, older gentleman, but very, very attractive, you know, when it comes to it. Attractive because his energy is attractive. He's bursting with positivity, he's bursting with the power, sorry, he's bursting with strength. He's very powerful, this man, and this man worked very, very hard all their life. Now he's actually going to give you, he's also very educated. I forgot to say, he's an extremely educated person, very smart person, and that person is going to give you very good advice, and this is also going to happen at around mid-June 2017. And also after that point, after you get this particular advice, you see, this particular advice that you are going to get is actually not going to be connected to something, to your work, to your career, or anything like that. This particular advice is just going to be connected to your personal life, or to your current situation with your emotions, or your personal life, or current situation in your personal life, with your personal life. You see, it's just somebody that you really look up to, somebody that is very interesting and very dominant person in your life. That person, he's going to give you very, very interesting advice. Okay, what else I was going to say, that the end of June 2017, you see, the end of June 2017, when it comes to couples, when it comes to those of you that have been struggling in a relationship, this is extremely highlighted, okay? When it comes to those of you Sagittarius, okay, that have been struggling in a relationship, that have been fighting, for those of you that realize that your time is coming to an end, okay? I keep on saying this to people. We have more than one soulmate. We have maybe one, maybe two, maybe three. It all depends. Sometimes we have only one soulmate. It all depends on our own personal life journey. How far our personal spiritual journey has come with that particular person. It all depends. And sometimes when you just end up arguing, when you just end up fighting, you just end up being very unhappy, and you just end up draining each other, being unhappy and going in the wrong direction. And for the situation like that, if you have been struggling for a really long time, you see, the end of June is going to be the time when you're finally going to come up with a very important decision, that it's time to move on, that it's time to kind of, that it's time to kind of start something else, start something different, get rid of all of your chains, you know. If you just end up with someone whom you're really unhappy with, and it goes for a really long time, as long as it goes, the more unhappy you are. You're just kind of turn into something completely different, you turn into something very low, you turn into something very sad, you turn into something very unhappy, you turn into something completely different. And this is because this other person just ends up draining your energy, and you are draining the energy of that person at the same time. So it's just wrong, until people realize that it's time to move on. Because when you just spend time with somebody for a long time, for a while, that you're just feeling like this, that you know, things just came to an end, as soon as you actually find out that it's time to move on, as soon as you realize that it's time to move on, it's better. Because as soon as you realize this, then it's just kind of, you just both release each other from this negative situation. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. For those of you in relationship that have been fighting and it's time to move on, this is going to be a very important time, because this is going to be the time when you're going to finally release each other and go into separate direction. Also quite important time it is also quite important time for those of you that have been fighting and wanting to actually work on your relationship. This is also very important time. Don't confuse this with what I just said. So for those of you that are in happy relationships, but you have been waiting to talk about a certain problem, certain issue, the end of June is going to be the time when you're finally going to talk about that certain problem, talk about that certain issue, and then your relationship can move on to the next level. But especially if you just had something on your mind about your partner, husband, wife, if there was something on your mind, and that was on your mind for a while, for a long time, but you were just worried to ask, you were just waiting for the right time to ask, you were waiting for the right time to check, you were waiting for the right time to find out, or you just wanted to talk and discuss certain things so your relationship can move on the whole next level. However, this is going to happen, and your relationship is going to move on to another level. So, however, you see, if you are in a happy relationship and you want to work on your relationship, this is the time when the problem that was driving you nuts, this particular situation that you wanted to find out about, you will find out about at the end of June. The bottom line here is that your relationship is going to go on the next on the next level. What else I was going to say, that, like, for example, for those of you that are actually for those of you that are actually single, I can see that you will be focusing on work quite a lot, you will be focusing on your career quite a lot, you will be going out and socializing with people, especially, you will be going out and socializing with people throughout June, and it is going to be a part of your wake-up call, as I mentioned earlier, but especially towards the end of June 2017, there is also someone very interesting that is actually going to kind of look at you, notice you, and you will not kind of like this person straight away. It is not going to be mutual, but you are going to have an opportunity to be with this particular person. This particular person is going to be very special, very sexy, very interesting, and you're going to meet this person when you're around with your friends, when you're out with your friends, that there's somebody that is going to be around that you know for sure. Lots of people are going to be around you, and you are going to meet this person. The feeling is not going to be mutual straight away, not from their side, but from your side. They will like you immediately, they will fancy you immediately, and you will be aware of that. You will be absolutely aware of that. But it's just going to make you kind of think of, do I like this person or not? Should I be with this person or not? I'm not too sure. I don't know if I like them, I don't know if I fancy them, but it's just one of those situations, like, it's more, these can be very, very interesting, when these happen, because something at the back of your mind is kind of telling you, do it, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay, it's going to be okay. It's going to be that type of thing that you will see them, you will like them, you will you will like them, you will think they're sexy, but as more as you know them, the more you're going to fancy them. As more as you know them, the more you're going to like them. But this is going to be entirely up to you. So for those of you that are single, there is going to be a certain person that is going to manifest, but you will not immediately think that they're really attractive or something like that. But you will be aware of the fact that they like you. So you will have a choice to be with this person or not. It's somebody very interesting and somebody very jolly, somebody very happy, but somebody very, also very attractive, very, very interesting indeed. So that's what I'm saying. It's it is going to be actually very interesting month indeed. What else I was going to say, that at the end of June also, there is also going to be a little bit difficult situation that you're going to have to kind of deal with, and that particular situation at the end of June 2017, it is going to be connected to your current work, it is going to be connected to your current situation, and it is going to be kind of a slightly new situation for you, slightly difficult situation for you, something that you're going to have to deal with. You're going to hear about something from your boss, manager, or a client, and it's just going to be brand new situation for you. It's going to be it's going to come as a form of like a little problem, little difficulty, and it's just going to make you feel like a little bit nervous because you've never dealt with this particular thing before, so you're not going to have that much confidence. But the bottom line is that actually it is going to be fine, and you are going to actually, after that point, you're going to realize certain thing about yourself and a certain skill about yourself, something that you never knew that you could actually do, or something that you never knew that you would actually enjoy doing. So out of the difficult or tricky situation at the end of June, when it comes to your work and career, something very interesting is going to come out of it, as in form of you actually realizing a certain skill about yourself. Thank you ever so much for watching, and also if you haven't subscribed to my channel so far, please do so. Don't forget to like and share me on Facebook, share me on Twitter, and don't forget to comment, of course. Thank you ever so much for watching. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.